Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and in sincerity. And I want to get into this article. It's going to be a short exhortation on basically, Generation Z, all right, and technology. All right, and this article is from The Garden, all right, and it's entitled, Every Hour, it says, every hour children spend on screens raises the chances of myopia, study finds. And I'm going to read some of the article, okay, and then I'm just going to get into a little exhortation on what I think about, all right, this whole situation. All right, it says, every hour young people spend in front of screens increases their chances of being short-sighted. Researchers have found, with experts warning young children should have limited use of devices and spend more time outdoors. Myopia is caused by having an over-enlarged eyeball and is a growing problem, with research suggesting about 40% of children and adolescents worldwide could have the condition by 2050. It says while genetics play a role in who develops myopia, other factors that increase risk, including not spending enough time outdoors and focusing on things that are close up for prolonged periods, which could explain why screen time has been associated with a higher risk and severity of myopia. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna read this other half. It says now researchers in Korea say they have shed fresh light on this relationship in an analysis of 45 studies involving 335,524 participants that looked at the use of digital screen devices such as mobile phones, gaming consoles, and television. The result, largely based on data from children, adolescents, and young adults, revealed that an additional hour of daily screen time is on average associated with 21% higher odds of having myopia. Now, just to kind of touch on this, man, when we were kids, our elders, whether it be our mothers, our fathers, our aunties, grandmas, grandpas, all right, they, at least in my generation, and I'm a 90s baby, they, basically told us to go outside and have fun. That was basically our childhood. Our childhood consists of, um, basically riding bikes, playing basketball, playing baseball, playing kickball, playing cans. All right, going in the backyard and digging up, roly-polies, digging up worms, making mud pies. All right, man, you name it. All right, we actually had a real childhood. All right, I can actually say that I actually legitimately had a nice childhood, man. A real one, and not consisting of being in front of a video game, you know, I don't know, 6 hours, 7 hours out of the day, like, or more. All right, like a lot of these, like a lot of these kids do today. Now, grant you, we did have games. We had I had Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, but man, we were so much outside that, you know, the game was very much limited. We really wasn't on the game like that. The game got boring, after about 30 minutes or an hour or so. And maybe not even that. We played the game for a little bit and then we was outside riding go-karts, doing different things, man. Like, it's just, this generation is just all about, technology and being on the phone or making vlogs or being on TikTok. It's just, these kids have no originality of who they are and building up the character of who they originally is. They look into all these, TikTokers, YouTube vloggers, or whatever you want to call it, as their idols, and they're, you know, picking bits and pieces of them, who they idolize, and uh, putting it to themselves. They're not themselves. They, basically, are GMO babies, man. I remember, back in my time, and even going as far as the entertainment industry and music, like, people were different who and whether they were liked or not, they just who they were. And they wasn't impacted by social media, because social media wasn't so much of a big thing back then. It was, in the sense of communication and being able to talk to people across the world. We had different things like AOL, Yahoo Messenger. We talked to different people from all over the world and different things like that. But it was balanced. I mean, we wasn't uh, it wasn't excessively pushed on us. And all the things that we see in the world today wasn't excessively pushed on us. I, uh, g- uh, who we are as gender, a boy and girl, and um, uh, where you are emotionally, and all these emotional attachments, which is you're supposed to build yourself up in character, as a kid, through experiences, but they're letting the internet do that for them. It's they basically just following like sheep, like everybody else does. you know just like the latest trend or whatever the case may be. They're flocking to that, which is whatever draws the most attention. That's what they want to be, a YN, or a baddie, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? We didn't have none of that, man. We didn't deal with none of that. Everything was just so balanced. We had MySpace, you know, then later on Facebook, but none of those things affected who we were. You know what I mean? So, uh, you know, now things have just been excessively over exaggerated. Um, Food, sex, um, I don't know, drugs. I mean, just everything. It just has um, been pushed to the utmost, should I just say. So there's no more kids being outside really enjoying the life of being a kid anymore. This place has turned polluted, all right? And we can definitely see it because, you know, this generation is it's just gone, man. You know, they need 4 or 5 devices in their hands just to keep their attention span up. You know what I mean? Because their attention span is so short. You know, they need all these different devices. Just to keep, them endorphins, all right, the endorphins going, man. You know, they need the next tick, the next hit, all right, from social media. You know, and that shit is killing our kids, man. Which is the reason why they're so dumb and docile in school, because they can't pay attention. They're so used to technology. They're bored in school. You know, the average grade point, the average grade point average, the average grade point average has been decreased. All right, since we've been kids, man. You know, so a lot has changed, man, and this place has just become more tainted, and it's only gonna get worse, as time goes by, and that's the reason why, we basically got to get out of here, man. All right, I'm gonna get this scripture. All right, this is bear with me. This is Micah 2:10, and it says, "Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." All right, so this place is polluted in the most vilest way, mentally, physically, spiritually. All right, physically, if it ain't destroying you some way, type of way, shape, or form by technology. All right, because as we read here, or we heard here, all right, this technology is having an effect on our vision, along with all the other things that are polluting our bodies from these different cell towers, our phones being next to us while we sleep. These our Wi-Fi, these cell towers, these 5G, 4G, 6G towers, GMO foods, chemtrails and different chemicals being sprayed into the air. All right, social media polluting the minds of our young youth and our minds. All right, trying to persuade us to be something that we're not. So you have all these different things. All right, that is definitely pollution. All right, and anything that's contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the scriptures and the word is basically pollution. All right, and it's going to lead to what? To death. All right, this is the rivers of living water. All right, and that means that anything's moving, it's alive. All right, it's bringing life. If it's at a standstill, all right, then it's polluted, man. All right, the water's polluted here, man. In a spiritual sense, the waters is at a standstill, and everybody that's drinking up at this water, all right, or drinking of that cup, which is Babylon, is getting tainted, man. All right, they're dying slowly but surely. But that's pretty much the lesson was, that this place is destroying our people, our youth, all right, with a sore destruction, and that we definitely need to get up out of here, all right, and the Lord definitely needs to return, because, all right, at the constant darts of the devil, we won't and we wouldn't have a chance here much longer. So Yahweh Shah definitely needs to come back and restore that order and, all right, bring harmony and peace to the world. All right. But with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem B'Kakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that do this work in truth and sincerity. Until the next time, Lord willing, I say shalom.